pretty leash sensitive. We just started doing increments of leash training. She is one of our own. She is 5 months. So we are going to be doing our introduction to sit and down. So you will be able to watch as one of our own is losing her puppy ways and going to get educated. So Sophie is pretty demanding when it comes to attention. She didn't used to be very jumpy, but she is becoming very jumpy as she gets bigger. Good. So it's pretty easy for Sophie because as soon as I put something above her head a little bit, her butt immediately goes down into a sit. Okay. Sit. Yes. Sophie will be training for an ACTS testing, which is American Temperament Test Society. That way we can make sure her temperament is evaluated, and of course, she should be doing pretty well. Sit. Yes. All right. Sit. Down. Yes. Good girl. Down. Sit. Down. Okay. Sophie is a standard poodle, so she is very smart, naturally. She is all about her mama. She would rather hang out with me than hang out with the other dogs. Down. Okay. So we're going to be trying to get her to add some length to her downs. Sit. Down. So as soon as her elbows hit the floor, she gets a treat. Sit. Down. So I have my leash under my boot. That way if she pulls up, she gets leash pressure holding her down until I'm ready to stand up with her. Down. And so each time she breaks, trying to get out of a down, I'm going to put her back in a down. Good. And she's not wearing a prong collar. She is on a flat collar. She is super food motivated and very sensitive when it comes to wearing her equipment. So I don't have to apply too much pressure down on her neck or any collar. Sit. Down. Stay. Good. So I'm just increasing her time there. So I'm going to put her back. Down. And I use my foot like a lever. Down. Stay. I want her to be comfortable. You can see her tail wagging. She's very happy. Good. But I don't want her to learn that she can break, okay, until she hears me say okay. Grab more. So we are just using her kibble. Sit. Back. Sit. Down. Back. Down. Stay. So she can fight. Sit. And I'm going to put her right back down. Stay. Sit. Nope. Sit. Down. Yes, good girl. Nope. So if she does well after staying for 10 to 15 seconds, I get her up. She is not adjusted to staying in one position for a long time yet. So she's awesome to use an example. Stay. Good. So right now it's just building her time there and getting her used to staying in one spot. Okay, good. And if she chooses to fight when she's in a down, she can flop like a fish for a second. Because it's not going to hurt her. She has no tools on. She just has to stay put. Stay. Okay. Good. Down. And the difference between her one fit to now. Okay. Come. Yes. Good. Okay. Yes. Down. Yes. Stay. And you can see how the leash is under my boot, and I have it like a lever. If she goes to get up, she's just applying pressure herself because I'm just holding. So she will be allowed to flop around for a second and learn that she's not going to win. And once she has enough of it, we're going to put her right back down. Good. And so we're building her increments of her staying put. We started Sophie's training, okay, when she was about 8 weeks old. We introduced place, sit, and lay down. And after that, she pretty much got to grow up with the other dogs, dog socialize, hang out in part of the group, and just be a puppy. Now, because I'm always with everybody else's dogs, I wait until they're anywhere from 6 to 8 months to really start heavily laying my foundation just for on leash, and then gradually go to on leash because they can retain everything a little bit more. Okay, I can tackle their bad habits that they've developed. Now, not saying that we don't mess with their puppy habits when they're younger. We tackle potty training, any sit down, any getting into garbage, down, getting into the garbage, nipping or mouthing as a puppy. Sit. Yeah. Stay. So we do tackle that, but we don't really stay heavy on our obedience until they're old enough to really handle it all in one time and actually retain our 2 lessons a week. And then by that time comes, sit. Everything that she has, I can move her along a lot faster because she has an older mindset. Which is what I tend to do. What you can at home with your puppies. Focus on what you can. And then when you get to a point where you can't handle it anymore, consult us. Let us help you figure out where to go. Let us help you figure out how to handle your leash work, socializing in public. She's left our property 3 times. And the very first time she left our property outside of going to the vet was a football game. Very first time on a leash was a football game. So outside of just us building our relationship and me not expecting anything out of her, she was more focused on me than anything at the football game, and she was handling the kids, petting her, okay, and doing very well. So as you've been watching, we are just adding in her time frame for her downs and getting her comfortable. Now me walking away, when we get to establishing her stays, we'll probably need another game. Sit, down, Down. Stay. Nope. Stay. Nope. Ah. Nope. Sit. Down. Down. Stay. So I want to be able to remove my boot from this leash and back up a couple steps for at least 15 seconds. That is our starting goal. Okay. And like I just said, this will be our hardest part to tackle. Stay. Stay. Nope. Sit. Down. Stay. Nope. Down. Down. Nope. Yep. No. Down. Down. Good. Down. Down. So Nance, she's not receiving or paying attention to her treats. Down. Pressure up. Sit. I'm going to go on my shoulders. Levy and push her shoulders. Good. Ah. Down. Mom is usually all fun and games. So when she is receptive to that and stays there for a second, that's fine. Good. Good. Yes. Okay, come on. Yes. Down. Down. Stay. Good. Okay. Come on. So now me using pressure points is a different game for her. It is no longer mom is just being mom and see how she doesn't want to follow through with her food. That's fine. Pressure point behind the shoulders. Lever. Good. Stay. It takes very little with having to put your hands on a dog to get them to learn and follow through with something. Good girl. Okay, come on. So, okay. Sit. Above her head. She has the option to follow the treat. If not, can point shoulders. Good. Down. And you want to get to the point where down means you are going to stay there. Good girl. Yes. Stay. Yes. So we are making way to increasing our stay and her time being in a down. Remember, my goal is to not have to stand on her leash and be right next to her. Down. Yes. Stay. I want to be able to go to the end of my leash. I don't want to have to use food forever either. Well, that's a lot of it for a lot of owners, is they're associated with food. They are food, 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 food. But what happens when your dog doesn't want to utilize food anymore? Well, then we use our body and we guide her body down. Okay. And you only want that to be for so long too. You don't want that to be a forever item or guidance, I should say. Down. Down. Stay. Yes. Good girl. So with me being able to walk around, we are farther. Sit. So she broke. She's not going to get a reward for breaking. Down. Yes. So we're going to redo our exercise. Stay. So even with me being able to go out a foot or two from her, okay, come on, and walk around is a little bit farther than we were a couple minutes ago. Yes. Good job. Come on. Down. Yes. Stay. Stay. Sit. Yes. Down. Stay. Stay. A lot of it is her leash moving too. No? So I was walking back and she broke. Sit. Yes. Down. Down. Stay. So she does not get rewarded if she breaks too early. She only gets rewarded at this point when she follows through and I get back to her. And this will be our introduction to establishing and starting a stay, downs, treats, and pressure points. Okay, come on. So. Come on. Good girl, yes. And she is still very much a happy camper.